When you're performing release and catches on the bar, it's important for the coach to understand the potential hazards, as with all gymnastic skills, but particularly with release and catch elements, of performing these skills when you're not sufficiently prepared, conditioned, or even qualified as a coach. Make sure that you have enough experience of these elements and that you've done enough progressions, conditioning exercise to be confident to support this skill on bar. For the Ghinger, the most important thing, as always, is that the swing is correct. And the swing for a Ghinger is very similar to the preparation swing for the dismount. The gymnast will swing down, make a strong kick, slightly later than for a normal dismount, and then accelerate the feet by closing the hip angle slightly to point the feet above the horizontal bar that they're holding onto. The shape in the air is a dish shape, and the action initially is as follows. So for the gymnast on the floor, boy or girl, if you imagine Kaylee's now holding the bar, she's going to try and perform a giant circle with a kick that's going to get her to this position. So her feet are now nearly above the line of the bar, her head is neutral, not sticking out, and the shoulder angle is held open but with the body in this rounded shape. From that position, she'll release the bar and make a somersault to finish in stand. That would be the first preparation. Now Kaylee twists to the left, so from this position, as she's spinning through the air, it's just a question of making a half turn to be ready to catch the bar. And again, we can lift her through that preparation on floor. So I stand on the opposite side of the twist. Kaylee twists to the left, so I stand on the right. My hands go down around her waist, left hand away from her, lift up into a somersault, make a turn, and finish catching the bar. So once you've done the progressions without the floor bar, you can use a floor bar to give a target to actually catch. The gymnast can swing and kick to this position, and I must emphasize that this is the most difficult part of the skill, to be able to execute a giant that arrives in this position. From there, it's all about maintaining the shape, lifting off the bar, turning and catching the bar, ready to swing down for the next skill. Tori twists the opposite way, so I'll stand on the other side, but the support essentially is the same. Swing to this position, stand the opposite side, hands around the hips, lift, turn and catch. Nice to do it with light gymnasts. We have to then prepare the gymnast for catching the bar, and there are a number of progressions that we can use. Here's a few. From standing on a bar, jump backwards and catch. Next one. And we can do this on a floor bar, as seen here, or on the high bar itself, standing on a high bar, jump and catch into a swing. Just to condition the gymnast, prepare the gymnast for the shock of catching and swinging. And we can make it relevant to Ghinger by making the same skill with a half turn, jump forwards, half turn to catch the bar. Or try to catch the bar. Next one. And again, the same exercise can be done on a high bar. Try to land with the body in tension and not arched. Next one. One more go each, girls. Try. Kaylee, see if you can catch the bar now. Good. And we can use the same progression from a slightly higher bar to catch with the body in tension. Good. And then we can perform the same progression on the full height bar. If you go, Kaylee. Feet forwards first. Good. The support for the Ghinger can be taught in two ways. You can support it if you're competent with hand spotting, or you can allow the gymnast to perform a straight back somersault with a half turn and a pad can be slid on. I prefer the method where the coach supports the gymnast because they can put the gymnast exactly where they want. The coach will stand on the opposite side to the way that the gymnast twists. Kaylee twists to the left, so I'll stand on the right. And when I support Kaylee from an upside down position, don't let go yet, Kaylee, I'll put one hand on a hip, the other hand on the other side. So my left hand is on her right hip, my right hand is on a left hip. From there, she'll let go. I'll twist around, finishing with my hands crossed over. It's very difficult to support in a static position like this, but much more straightforward when the gymnast has some speed. One more time, a little faster this time. Kick up, release, twist, and catch. When you've done the progressions on the floor for Ginga, and you're quite happy that the gymnast can perform a good straight back and a perfect giant action with a kick without closing the shoulder angle, we can then use a similar progression for the release itself. Kick up, fly away with the feet pointing to the ceiling, and perhaps a little twist to initiate the turn with the toes leading the skill. Let's have a go. Support from the coach here is vital to make sure the gymnast doesn't go forwards but upwards. One hand on the wrist. Here we go. Feet up. Kick and land. So just to illustrate the hand position for the coach, Tori will do some swings and I'll just catch around her waist. So my close hand goes on her close hip and my other hand on the far hip, and I'm going to think about twisting her away from me to the right. So it's up and twist. Two more. Up and twist. Then we can put everything together to support the final Ginga. Push, release, and catch the gymnast to put them safely on the bar. Good. Yeah, one more. Keep your legs together when you catch, yeah?